talking to us today, delivering a speech that Shirley Chisholm had given before Congress. Her project, Interpretive Reading, Project 5 in the manual, the oratorical speech, to talk to us about Equal Rights Amendment. Please welcome up Creda.
Madam Toastmaster and my elite friends, May 1969 is when Shirley Chisholm delivered this speech, and it's recognized as one of the most famous speeches given, period, and given by women also. And we can all remember 69 was way different than it is now. So this speech will be, this is proposing the Equal Rights Amendment, and in 1972 the Congress approved it. However, it has never been approved. I asked him, okay, where is the equal right? There is none. States, we need 38 states in there, 35 states. So, back to 1969. Mr. Speaker, when a young woman graduates from college and starts looking for a job, she is likely to be frustrated and even demeaned by this experience. If she walks into an office for an interview, the first question she will get is, can you type? There is a calculated system of prejudice that lies behind this question. Why is it acceptable for women to be secretaries, librarians, and teachers, but totally unacceptable to be managers, administrators, doctors, and members of Congress? The unspoken assumption is that women are different. They do not have executive ability, orderly minds, stability, leadership skills, and they are too emotional. It has been observed before that society for a long time discriminated against another minority, the blacks, on the same basis, that they were different and inferior. The happy little homemaker and the contented old darky on the plantation were both produced by prejudice. As a black person, I am no stranger to race prejudice, but the truth is that in the political world, I have felt more prejudice because I am a woman than because I am black. Prejudice against black is becoming unacceptable, although it will take years to eliminate. It is doomed slowly because white Americans are beginning to admit that it exists. Prejudice against women is still acceptable. There's very little understanding yet of the immorality involved in double pay scales and classification of most of the better jobs for men only. More than half of the population of the United States is female, but women occupy only 2% of the managerial positions. They have not even reached the level of tokenism. No, women sit on the AFL-CIO, and no women sit on the Supreme Court. In Congress, we are down to 1 senator and 10 representatives. Considering that there are about 3.5 million more women in the United States than men, this situation is outrageous. It is true that the problem has been that women have not been aggressive in demanding their rights. This was also true of the Black population for many years. They submitted to oppression and even cooperated with it. Women have done the same thing, but now there is an awareness of this situation, particularly among the younger segment of the population. It is for this reason that I wish to introduce today a proposal that has been before every Congress for the last 40 years, and that sooner or later must become part of the basic law of the land, the Equal Rights Amendment. Let me note and try to refute two of the commonest arguments that are offered against this amendment. One is that women are already protected under the law and do not need legislation. Existing laws are not adequate to secure equal rights for women. Sufficient proof of this is the concentration of women in lower paying jobs, unrewarding incredible scarcity of the women in upper level jobs. If women are already equal, why is it such an event whenever one is elected to Congress? It is obvious that discrimination exists. Women do not have the opportunities that men do, and women do not conform to the system. Women who do not conform to the system, who try to break with the accepted pattern, are stigmatized as odd and unfeminine. The fact is that a woman who aspires to be chairman of the board, member of the House, does so for exactly the same reasons as men. Basically, these are them. She thinks she can do the job, and she wants to try. A second argument often heard against the Equal Rights Amendment is that it would eliminate legislation that many states and federal government have enacted giving special protection to women, that it would throw the marriage and divorce laws into chaos. As for the marriage laws, they are due for sweeping reform, and an excellent beginning would be to wipe the existing ones off the books. Regarding special protection for working women, I cannot understand why it should be needed. Women need no more protection than men. We need laws that are to protect working people, to guarantee them fair pay, safe working conditions, protection against sickness and layoffs, and provision for dignified, comfortable retirement. Men and women need these things equally. That one sex needs protection more than the other is a male supremacist myth, just as unworthy and ridiculous as the white supremacist myth that society is trying to cure itself of at this time. Mr. Speaker, let me say, that concludes her speech, And we can see that much has changed since 1969. But we can also see there is much more to be changed. Madam Toastmaster.